Malacanang rolls out a military solution to the armed conflict in Zamboanga City. At the same time, Presidential Advisor on the Peace Process, Teresita Delis, says the Philippines has requested the assistance of the Indonesian government to resolve the crisis. More details from Rocky Ignacio.
The Aquino administration is committed to attain lasting peace and development in Mindanao. Presidential spokesperson Edwin Lacerda issued a statement amidst ongoing standoff between government troops and the MNLF Miswari breakaway group in Zamboanga City.
We have devoted development efforts towards MNLF communities. And so they know the sincerity of this government. There's no sense of not to pursue development. We've done that with MNLF through the Pamana. We're doing it with MILF through the Sadya Hatra program. So tuloy-tuloy po ang ating development efforts kasi kailangan natin to make sure that there's peace and development in Muslim Mindanao.
Presidential Advisor on the Peace Process, Teresita Delis, said that the government does not consider a military actions as an option to address the incident.
I think the volume of military there is to make sure that it is contained. You know, if the government's position was a military position, then we would have seen that yesterday. The government is very conscious of the civilians that are going to be affected.
So, for the record, military option or military operation is not an option.
It is an offensive option. It is an option for. It is definitely for containment.
The government is also open to look for a mediator to communicate with Miswari, but Delis claimed only Miswari can resolve the standoff. The camp of Miswari had already requested Indonesia as OIC's chair of Peace Committee for Southern Philippines to set up a ceasefire mechanism to end violence in Zamboanga.
The implementation review process ceasefire mechanism, because it is reviewing a process that has already produced a law that is being followed in the land, which is Republic Act 1954. It was never envisioned that there would be a return to violence, so there is no ceasefire mechanism that is in place.
Delis also stressed that Miswari allegedly declined to participate in the consultation for the government MILF Bangsamoro Framework Agreement due to alleged unresolved issues under the 1996 Government MNLF Peace Pact.
And I will talk about the Bandung meeting, where we waited for 6 hours after the technical working group had completed the language for the issue on plebiscite. Waited for 6 hours for Mr. Miswari to come out, and he turned down that very proposal that had been approved by his representatives in the technical working group. No, I will deny that we have not given full recognition to Mr. Miswari and the MNLF.
But Miswari allegedly pushed for some issues not within the context of the 1996 peace agreement, such as the creation of a provisional government as well as the expansion of the ARMM. This despite the of a plebiscite held in 13 Mindanao provinces that had placed the 5 provinces and a city under the autonomous region.
And so these are the issues that Miswari maintains are unresolved issues. And we have told the OIC, as far as we are concerned, these issues cannot be resolved. These issues cannot be resolved through the implementation review. But since government has agreed that there may be a new law, that there will be a new law to craft a new Bangsamoro political entity, then there will be a plebiscite there will be a transitional arrangement there, and we will commit that the MNLF can be part of this if they so choose.
Meanwhile, the tripartite review process will push through in Yogyakarta, Indonesia by next week. Delis said the 4 leaders of MNLF, including Miswari, are invited to attend the meeting.
What was the status of the Yogyakarta meeting? And what we were told is that as long as the Philippine government is willing to hold this, it is your proposal that is on the table, then it pushes through.
For the People's Television, Rocky Ignacio.